Have you ever felt that tremor in your hand while trying to hold a coffee cup with friends? The embarrassment of not being able to sign an important document? Or the frustration of trying to button your shirt in the morning when your fingers simply won't cooperate? For those living with Parkinson's, these moments aren't just physical difficulties. They're emotional barriers that steal small joys from everyday life and gradually chip away at your confidence and independence. Have you ever wondered if there's something you could do, besides taking medication, to help control these symptoms that seem to have a mind of their own? As a nutritionist specializing in neurodegenerative diseases, I've worked with hundreds of Parkinson's patients over the past 12 years, and I can assure you that yes, nutrition can make a surprising difference in your quality of life and symptom control. Recent scientific studies reveal that certain foods can directly impact brain health, strengthening nerve cells, reducing inflammation, and even enhancing the effect of medications. Today, I want to share with you 3 extraordinary foods that have shown impressive results in reducing tremors, decreasing muscle rigidity, and improving mobility for people with Parkinson's. Imagine being able to perform your daily activities with greater ease, returning to hobbies you thought you had lost forever, and regaining your independence. I'm not talking about miracle promises, but real science-based changes you can start implementing today. Stay with me until the end, because I'll explain in detail how these 3 superfoods can transform your life, or the life of someone you love. Before we begin, I'd like to know where you're watching from today. Leave a comment below and feel free to ask any questions you might have. If you or someone you love is facing the daily challenges of Parkinson's and seeking reliable science-based information explained in a simple way, you're in the right place. First, let's talk about the power of berries. Among the many foods that can benefit people with Parkinson's, berries stand out as true allies of the brain. But how exactly can these small treasures of nature help those suffering from Parkinson's? Let's explore together. Berries like strawberries, blueberries, raspberries, and blackberries are rich in compounds called anthocyanins, powerful antioxidants that fight oxidative stress in the brain. To understand why this matters, imagine your brain as an extremely complex power plant. Over time, this plant produces toxic waste, free radicals, that damage nerve cells. In Parkinson's, this damage is even greater, especially in cells that produce dopamine, the neurotransmitter that's lacking in this disease. Anthocyanins work like tiny protective shields, neutralizing these free radicals before they cause damage and reducing the inflammation that worsens Parkinson's symptoms. A recent study published in the journal Neurology followed more than 130,000 people for 20 years and discovered something surprising. Those who consumed berries at least 3 times a week had a significantly lower risk of developing Parkinson's. And for those who already have the disease, regular consumption of these fruits was associated with up to a 60% reduction in mortality. Additionally, many of my patients report a remarkable improvement in muscle rigidity and tremors after including berries in their daily diet. Margaret, a 68-year-old patient, started eating a serving of berries every morning, and after just 3 months, was able to resume painting, something she had abandoned due to hand tremors. But how often should we consume these fruits to obtain benefits? Science suggests that at least 3 servings weekly already brings significant results. But for my Parkinson's patients, I recommend a small daily portion, about 1 cup, preferably at breakfast. You can consume them fresh, frozen, or even add them to natural yogurt and smoothies. An important consideration: always choose organic fruits when possible, as pesticides can cause additional stress to the nervous system. Before continuing with our next food, I want to pause and ask you something important. What time of day do Parkinson's symptoms most affect your life or the life of your family member? Is it upon waking, when rigidity seems to take over the body? Or perhaps during meals, when tremors make each bite a challenge? Or maybe at night, when sleep simply won't come? This question isn't just out of curiosity. Many people with Parkinson's feel that no one truly understands the invisible challenges they face daily, and you are not alone on this journey. Share your experience in the comments. You can simply copy and complete this phrase. My biggest challenge with Parkinson's is when I try to, and then your comment. It might be exactly the information someone else needs to read today to feel understood and less alone. Plus, your comments help us create more specific content for the real difficulties you face. Now, let's move on to our second extraordinary food, fatty fish. Among the protein options we can include in our diet, fatty fish like salmon, sardines, tuna, and herring stand out for their impressive nutritional profile. But how exactly do they benefit people with Parkinson's? The answer lies in a special type of fat these fish contain: omega-3, especially DHA, docosahexaenoic acid, which is a fundamental structural component for the brain. In Parkinson's, chronic inflammation occurs in the brain, accelerating the death of dopamine-producing neurons. Omega-3 acts as a powerful, natural anti-inflammatory, creating a kind of protective shield for these cells. Studies published in scientific journals such as the Journal of Nutritional Biochemistry have shown that omega-3 not only reduces inflammation, but also increases the production of neuronal growth factors, small molecules that help repair and protect damaged neurons. Additionally, omega-3 improves the fluidity of cell membranes in the brain, facilitating communication between neurons, something that is severely impaired in Parkinson's. A study conducted at Harvard Medical School showed that Parkinson's patients who consumed fatty fish at least twice a week experienced slower disease progression and better response to medications, especially levodopa. Robert, a 72-year-old retired engineer I've been following for 5 years, incorporated sardines and salmon into his diet regularly and noticed a significant reduction in morning stiffness after just 2 months. The recommendation is to consume fatty fish at least twice a week, in portions of approximately 3 to 4 ounces. For those who don't eat fish, there are alternatives such as high-quality omega-3 supplements, but always under medical guidance. And an important tip: the preparation method makes all the difference. Prefer methods like baking, grilling, or steaming, avoiding frying, which can reduce the benefits of omega-3 and add harmful fats. Before continuing with our next method, I want to extend a special invitation to you. If you or someone you love is facing the daily challenges of Parkinson's and seeking reliable, science-based information explained simply, this channel was created especially for you. Here, we regularly share practical strategies, exercises, and tips that have helped hundreds of people regain small and large independences in everyday life. Click the subscribe button now. It's completely free, so you won't miss any technique that could make a difference in your quality of life or that of your family member. Now let's continue with the third and final recommendation that promises to bring significant relief to those living with Parkinson's. Finally, we come to our third superfood: coffee and green tea. 2 beverages with something in common: caffeine. You've probably heard that we should avoid stimulants when we have neurological problems, right? Well, in the specific case of Parkinson's, science has revealed fascinating and counterintuitive discoveries about caffeine. Several large-scale epidemiological studies, including research from the Mayo Clinic that followed more than 8,000 men for 30 years, found that people who regularly consumed caffeine had a significantly lower risk of developing Parkinson's. And most surprisingly, for those who already have the disease, caffeine can help control symptoms and enhance the effect of medications. But how does this happen? Caffeine works by blocking adenosine receptors in the brain. Adenosine normally inhibits dopamine release, but when its receptors are blocked by caffeine, there's an increase in dopamine availability, exactly what's lacking in people with Parkinson's. Additionally, caffeine has anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties, further protecting dopamine-producing neurons. Coffee contains more caffeine, but green tea offers additional advantages. It's rich in catechins, especially EGCG, epigallocatechin gallate, a potent antioxidant that has shown in laboratory studies to protect dopaminergic neurons and reduce the formation of toxic proteins associated with Parkinson's. Many of my patients report improvements in energy and motor control after introducing these beverages into their morning routine. Jane, a 65-year-old retired teacher with Parkinson's for 8 years, noticed that on days when she has her morning coffee, her medications seem to work better and she can perform her activities more smoothly. Research suggests that coffee consumption may even reduce the wearing-off phenomenon when the effect of medication diminishes before the next dose. How much should we consume? The recommendation is 1 to 3 cups of coffee per day or 2 to 4 cups of green tea. However, there are some important caveats. Caffeine should preferably be consumed in the morning so as not to interfere with sleep, as sleep problems are common in people with Parkinson's. It's also important to consult your doctor before significantly increasing caffeine consumption, especially if you have heart problems, anxiety, or severe insomnia. A valuable tip: if you have difficulty taking Parkinson's medications due to nausea, try drinking coffee or green tea 30 minutes before medication. Many patients report that this not only improves drug absorption but also reduces gastric discomfort. For people with Parkinson's seeking to improve their quality of life and better control symptoms, these 3 foods, berries, omega-3 rich fish, and caffeinated beverages like coffee and green tea, offer a natural and complementary approach to traditional medical treatment. Incorporating them into your regular diet can make a significant difference in your daily life, reducing rigidity, decreasing tremors, and improving your energy and disposition. Remember that each person responds differently, and consistency is key. Don't expect miracles overnight, but with the regular inclusion of these foods, many patients begin to notice improvements after a few weeks. And most importantly, these dietary changes should complement, never replace, the medical treatment prescribed by your neurologist. If this video brought you some hope or useful information, I'd like to invite you to join our support community here on the channel.
Living with Parkinson's presents unique challenges that often only those experiencing them truly understand. By subscribing to the Beyond Parkinson channel, you'll have access to new videos every week with techniques specific to each Parkinson's symptom, from exercises to improve balance to strategies for reducing morning stiffness.
Our commitment is to bring content that really makes a difference in your daily life, filtered and tested by experts, but explained in simple, straightforward language. Many of our subscribers report that small changes learned here have transformed their independence and confidence. Subscribing is very simple. Just click the subscribe button below this video and then the bell to be notified when we publish new content. Remember, you're not alone on this journey, and every step counts. We want to follow and support your progress and celebrations. Every small victory matters, and we're here to help you achieve many of them. Thank you for being with us today, and we hope to see you in our next video. Take care.